First and foremost, damn, rest in peace to Jackie Z. I was so shocked when I found out that she passed away. Like, I was just scrolling through Twitter and it popped up on my Twitter feed that, Jackie Z, who played Bobby Spencer, passed on. I said, this can't be for real. But then I seen Frank Valentini post about it. I said, oh, wow. I could not believe it. I said, that was so sudden. Like, good Lord. Like, she was just on my TV screen around the nurse's ball time. So I was like, wow. But when people number up, it's up. I just couldn't believe it. That's a huge blow. Um, I know Laura Wright is going through it right now. Um, I am definitely going to miss seeing Bobby on the screen. Jackie Z was such a phenomenal talent. She really was. She was a phenomenal actress, a trailblazer, icon, a legend, all those things. Like, she was just a beauty. Um, her character is just second to none, honestly. Like, a long history, within the show, within, just the fabric. Like, she was just in the fabric of the show. And she's definitely going to be missed tremendously. Um, Damn. That's a blow. That's another blow to the daytime community, I'm going to tell you. That just shocked me. Like, I could not believe it. I still, like, I literally was thinking about it today. I said it got to be a joke until I kept seeing it on my timeline today. And I'm like, she's really gone. Like, it's crazy. Life really is short, even though she lived a nice long one, but she ain't lived long enough in my opinion, because she was still nice and young when she went, because 70 ain't old to me. That's really not up there to me. But life is just so short. But rest in peace to Jackie Z. But getting into this episode of GH, Tracy Quartermaine ain't shit. Tracy is BLQ should have seen this coming. Like, I know the other day Tracy, put out that little spiel about, oh, I did it for you, I didn't do it for Chase or whatever. I did it for you. I knew she was up to something. I had a feeling she was up to something, because Tracy don't just do anything out of the kindness of her heart, because the woman ain't got too much of a heart. And it was kind of weird that she mentioned deception. I'm like, deception of all things? Like, you want BLQ to go back to deception to look into R&D? Because she talking about, oh, it's about money. It's about, money, and I want to see, like, find out what the next best big thing is or whatever. I wonder if Tracy is a stockholder in deception. Because Ms. Wu is a stockholder, and I ain't know until she said something. So I wouldn't be shocked if Tracy was somehow a stockholder, and maybe she's trying to do a hostile takeover of the company. But BLQ, it was so funny watching BLQ sit there and try to bluff Tracy about calling Chase. I'm like, man, have you met your grandmother? Like, you really trying to call her bluff? This the same woman that walked past your great granddaddy when he was on the floor having a heart attack. You really think she won't call this man and tell him? Girl, you better guess again. Tracy is not to be played with. Like, she really tried to call her bluff. I'm like, BLQ, is this your first meeting with your grandmother or something? Like, you've known this woman all your life. Like, you act like you just met this woman today. Like, you damn Skippy should call him and tell him with glee, too. Tracy ain't had no problem. Tracy picked up that phone so fast. Tracy said, doop, doop, doop. Tracy said, hello. Yeah, this is Tracy Quartermaine. Is this Chase? I fucking love Jane Elliott. I swear to God, I love her. I am so glad she is back. I don't know how long she back. I heard they got her on some type of contract. But listen, I'm glad she back. I will take her however I can get her, because baby, Tracy brings it every time. Every time Tracy brings it. And that little line she said about how she ain't got wrinkles, she got character. I love her. I love it. I knew her ass was up to something, and I still think she up to something with the SEC as well. I think she could have had something to do with that too. You just never know with Tracy. You never know with her, because her agenda, she always got an agenda. So I wonder if she's trying to take over deception. I wonder if that's what her plan is. But BLQ better do what that woman say. I mean, in my opinion, I don't see the big deal in just telling Chase that, yeah, you called in some favors. If he gets mad about it, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Then that should go to show he ain't the one for her. Because how you get mad because somebody pulling some strings to help you get what you want? You know, get your career back. What's the issue? You know what I'm saying? She used her connections for good. You know? And it was good to see Chase back in, you know, a suit and back with his badge and stuff like that. Dante did not have to hand him all them cases. I'm like, sir, he just walked through the door. I can't say I blame Dante either, because Dante been dealing with a full load at that damn precinct since Chase got suspended or whatever. He been dealing with a lot, so I can't blame Dante. I know Dante was happy as hell to hand off them case files. I do not blame him. Um, what I don't understand is, why is Dante so concerned about who tipped off the SEC about Carly and Drew? Like, why is that his concern? Like, for one, he's local PD. The SEC stuff is way above his pay grade. I wouldn't even worry myself with that, because also, whoever tipping off law enforcement about something, that's not illegal. So I don't really know why everybody put so much energy into finding out. I mean, I know why. I ain't even gonna say I don't know why, because it's all part of the plot, of course. But it's kind of dumb. It's like, that's your big concern, who tipped off the person. How about the people that's actually guilty of the shit? Just saying. They making it seem like somebody framed Carly and Drew. There was no frame job. They did it. Case closed. The hell y'all worried about who did it for? Who called? Like, does it matter? Honestly, who called? So what? I do want Ned's name cleared, though. I ain't gonna lie, because I just think it's foul that some of his family think he did it. I just think that's foul, especially Olivia, little tacky self. Ugh, he need to go ahead and file them divorce papers, because I would let her go. Back to Bensonhurst you go. I am glad BLQ believes him, though, at least. But I'm glad Cody gonna be working this Cody case. I am, even though I don't like Cody too much. I think it is foul that Gladys set him up. That is foul. Like, Gladys ain't shit. Miss Wu is pretty much like over it at this point with Gladys and Cody. Cause Miss Wu, like, listen, y'all fucking up my business. Like, you sitting here getting arrested for, you know, lifting jewels and shit, lifting a diamond bracelet. She was like, I ain't got time for that. Cause the last thing Miss Wu need is the police all up in her business. That's the last thing she need and want. So I don't blame her. You know what I mean? I cannot blame Miss Wu. Like, the last thing people need is heat coming up, busting up their business. You know, and Gladys, it's like, girl, go sit down somewhere. Go sit down. Like, she really is trying to maintain this new lifestyle that she got, like, by any means necessary. Because everybody keep telling Sasha that she's been stronger lately. She's getting back to her old self. She's getting back into the groove of things. You know, she's finally healing from the loss of Liam, the loss of Brando. Like, she's really coming back into her own again. And Gladys still talks to her like she's this helpless victim. You know, like she's this, you know, glass that's about to break in any second, when Maxie and everybody else sees different. You know what I mean? Like, she seems better. Like, she's back to her, almost back to her own self. Like, she probably 80% back to her old self again. And she's ready to get back into the thick of deception. And I don't blame Maxie for dumping some of the work on her. I mean, they've been dealing with the bulk of the deception business since she's been on leave. So I don't blame it. You know, Maxie's sick, so somebody got to do it. Lucy is wherever, so somebody got to do this mess. And Sasha is still the face of deception, so she got to go handle business. I mean, I do understand, you know, going back to that talk show, it's traumatizing for her because she did have a breakdown there. I get it, but she seemed like she was confident. You know, she was a little nervous, as, you know, anybody would be. But with a little pep talk from Maxie, I believe she could do it. But Gladys was on her little shit. Oh no, I don't think you should do it. As conservator, I think I should stop you from doing it. Oh, Gladys, go sit down. Gladys don't want her to get better anytime soon, because the minute Sasha feels like she's better, like she's 100% back to herself, and she has her confidence back, like she's ready to get fully back to what she does, Gladys knows that the gravy train for her is over. She gonna get the boot. She damn well know it. And that's what she don't want to happen. Like, she's sitting here blowing this girl money. You know what I'm saying? With all this gambling and stuff. Because that $5,000 buy-in that Ms. Wu got, that's a lot of chips. That's a lot of coin just to get into a poker game. But there are some poker games that actually the buy-in be like in the millions. So, $5K is like grocery money compared to the big buy-ins, like the executive games that people play, like especially professional poker players. It's a lot, but I would hate to see Sasha just lose all this money. Like, so hopefully she decides to, get rid of that whole conservatorship before all her coins is gone, because Gladys is blowing through the bag at this point, and it's like that shit need to stop ASAP. So anyway, moving on from that, honestly, I get where Curtis is coming from. He likes being the owner of his nightclub and stuff. Like, he had fun going to Greenland and kicking some ass and stuff, which is cool because it's an adrenaline rush. But I definitely think he should consider the proposal of working with the WSB. I think he should consider it. I mean, it's a lucrative offer. You know what I'm saying? I know the WSB get paid nice too. Not millions and nothing like that, but they get a pretty nice salary. You get to be, kind of on these missions and stuff, but it's a lot to think about though. And I know him and Portia are still married. So at some point, if he does give it some consideration, he would have to talk to her first about it. But I wouldn't just, piss it away that quickly. That's definitely something I would think about at least, take a day or two to think on. I wouldn't be so quick to swat it away. So anyway, I'm glad Trina and Taggart got a chance to talk. It's about time Taggart is back around. I still think it's messed up he wasn't a part of the Greenland storyline, but it is what it is. But it's good that him and Trina got some alone time and stuff and whatnot, and I'm glad Trina's gonna do the DNA test because she needs to know. And I'm glad that Taggart supports her 1,000% because it's better to get this out in the air because it's not going to change anything between them anyway, so why not? At least you'll have definitive answers, instead of always walking around with that question mark. At least now we can get that question mark out the way. We can get that answered. I love that scene though, when Trina was telling Portia how everybody, was responsible for her coming home safe, including Spencer. I loved it because the look and the smirk on Spencer's face when he was looking at Portia, he had that look on his face like, I dare you to say something negative about me. I dare you. Because Portia really needs to listen to Taggart at this point. She cannot come in between Trina and Spencer. And I don't think she should be a fool and do it. I hope she's not a fool. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. I feel like if she puts Trina in that position where Trina got to choose between her man and her mama, Portia may not like the results of that choice. She may not like it because I have a feeling that it wouldn't go her way. Not at this point. Because Trina and Spencer done solidified that love. They may not have, did to do, but they solidified it with that damn adventure that they done been on because they proved to each other like they down for each other. They got each other back. Now, when you staring down the face of death and stuff multiple times, it kind of brings you together. Now, that's a bond that can't really be broken or not easily broken. So Portia better tread lightly because her and Trina already got a fractured relationship. So she might want to pump the brakes. I forgot all about Esme. When Esme popped up in this episode, I said, oh shit, I forgot about Esme. I forgot all about her. I said, damn, Esme's still around. That baby looked at Esme like, Harpo, who this woman? That baby been going so long, he forgot what the hell Esme looked like. And I also got a feeling, because now that, I seen on Twitter, people was talking about that little shoulder tap that Spencer gave Trina instead of a kiss. My thing is, did they really expect him to kiss her, especially in front of her family and stuff, knowing the tension that's there? It's like, I think the pat on the little tap was sufficient for now. Because with the way Portia be looking at him and acting and stuff, I wouldn't want to, kiss her in front of them because, she might bug out on him. I hope Portia doesn't do this, but I got a feeling she gonna use Spencer and Esme's living situation to try to get into Trina's head, try to build some insecurity within her. I wouldn't put it past Portia because as much as I want Portia to stay out of this, I don't think she will. Portia seemed like a hard-headed person. Like she's the type, she seemed like she don't listen to reason. So I definitely think she's gonna try to, pull some shenanigans to get them apart. And I think it may work probably for a moment, but I also think it's gonna backfire on her. Like, Portia really needs to heed what Taggart was telling her and just Pump your brakes on this. Like, just go another route with this thing here. But I actually enjoyed this episode. This was pretty solid.